So everybody wants to know how I built that out of these. So I'm going to do a series of how I actually constructed this building out of pallets. Let's start by taking a look at pallets. These are all free pallets. I think the pallet selection when building stuff like this is incredibly critical to getting a good finished product. And these are not the pallets that I used to build that building. You can get these anywhere. People just throw these away. They're about good for firewood and that's it. I mean, there's a small amount of usable material, but the wood is so weak and it's such poor grade that even disassembling them, you're going to have them fall apart. I think the key is getting a good pallet. These particular pallets right here are from Ico Pacific in Canada. They're the pallets from Ico Roofing. You can get at any roofing supply place. They're made out of poplar. They're incredibly well made. The boards are all in great shape. They're nailed together quite well. And they're all made in a jig, so they're exactly the same size. Now, most of the supply places don't just give these away. They don't have to return them to Ico, but they have pallet people that come by and they'll pay them like $2 a pallet. But in the grand scheme of things, when you look at that building that I built, that was 40 pallets. So I would have $80 worth of material in that entire building for all of the pallet structure. So we're going to go back to what is the hassle of trying to make this structural, to make a building that'll stand up with this particular pallet, as opposed to this pallet here that is readily available at any roofing supply place. You just may have to bribe them in order to get enough. If you know someone that's in the roofing industry, you can get these Ico Pacific pallets probably from the supply house. And you definitely want to take a look at them because the older pallets, the ends of the poplar boards stick out past the end of the pallet. So these pallets are slightly different sized. These are good for using for fill in between the slats when doing a board and batt construction, but we'll get into this more later when we actually start building. So now that we've determined that these type of pallets are not the weapon of choice for structural building, and the Ico Pacific pallets are of great quality for building structural buildings, leave a comment at the comment section and tell me where you're at. I will pull up roofing supply places in your location that actually have this material, and I can tell you where you can go find these pallets. So if you could please follow Dahlia May's Farm on YouTube, give us a like and a share. I will let you know when we release the next video on this pallet building series.